Welcome to the online class. How are you, dear students? I think you all are doing fine. This is the second lecture for our third year students on Lotus Eaters. My dear students, this is Hasina Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Tungi Government College, Gazipur. And this lecture is for the students of honors third year. This is the second lecture on Lotus Eaters. Okay. So in my previous lecture, we have started reading the poem, and I think you all have enjoyed this poem. Today, I am going to give you the summary of this poem. This is a very nice poem, and I think and very easy. The language is very easy here, and this poem is written by Alfred Tennyson, and this is a dramatic monologue. Actually, it is written in in dialogue. On speaker is saying and the listeners are silent. Okay, so this is the characteristics of dramatic monologue. So who is the speaker here? Odyssey, our main hero, is the speaker here. He is speaking to his sailors. Okay, so I'm going to start the summary. Odysseus, or Ulysses, in Roman he is known as Ulysses. He is the hero, and he, along with his companions, they were returning from the Trojan War, and they have fought for 10 years, and now they are returning to home. So Odysseus tells his mariners to have courage, assuring them that they will soon reach the shore of their home. So they are, returning home, and the main hero, Odysseus, he is saying his mariners that you need to have the courage. Soon we will go to our home. Okay, so in the afternoon they reach a land in which it seemed always afternoon because of the language and peaceful atmosphere. So this is the land of Lotus Eaters. In this poem you will find three types of characters. One is Ulysses, our hero, or Odysseus, our hero, and the people of Lotus Eaters and his mariners. Okay, so these are the characters of this poem. So they have reached in the land of Lotus Eaters, where it seems always afternoon. Actually, the atmosphere is very drowsy. Okay, so the mariners sight this land of streams with its gleaming river flowing to the sea. Its three snow-capped mountain tops and its shadowy pine growing in the vale. So this is the natural setting of this poem. So this is a beautiful place where there are lots of mountains. The three mountains are around there with ice capped, okay, snow on their tops, and the river is very gleaming and following to the sea. The mariners are greeted by the mild-eyed, melancholy Lotus Eaters. How is the Lotus Eaters? The islanders of Lotus Eaters, they were mild-eyed. Okay, melancholy. They were looking mild-eyed, melancholy looked. Okay, so these are the people living in the island. Okay, so whose dark faces appear pale against the rosy sunset. These Lotus Eaters come bearing the flower and fruit of the lotus, which they offer to Odysseus mariners. So the islanders, the people of Lotus Island, they offer this fruit to Odysseus mariners. Those who ate the lotus feel as if they have fallen into a deep sleep. Actually, those who ate this fruit, lotus, they felt drowsy. Okay, they sit down upon the yellow sand of the island and can hardly perceive their fellow mariners speaking to them, hearing only the music of their heartbeat in their ears, although it has been sweet to dream of their homes in Ithaca. So the Ithaca is the kingdom of Odysseus, and they were going there, and they were only dreaming of their home, and they felt very drowsy. Okay, so they were this is the setting of this poem, and they felt very drowsy, and actually they were very exhausted on returning home, because they were in a, they joined the Trojan War, and they were, they have been passing 10 years. Actually they spent 10 years from their away from their home. So On, who has eaten of the lotus fruit, proclaims that he will return no more, and all of the mariners begin to sing about this resolution to remain in the land of the lotus eaters. Actually, those who ate this fruit, they didn't want to go back home. They wanted to stay there. So I told you this is a Victorian poem, and because of industrialization, scientific advancement, the people were very busy. They wanted to have some rest, and this poem, expresses to have some rest. Okay, so the rest of the poem consists of the 8 number stanzas of the Mariners' choric song. Here you will find the chorus song of the Mariners, expressing their resolution to stay forever. So they want to stay here in this land, in this Lotus Island, forever. First, they praise the sweet and sporific music of the land of the lotus eaters, comparing this music to petals, dew, granite, and tired eyelids. In the second stanza, they questions why man is the only creature in nature who must toil. Actually, they were so exhausted, they want to have some rest, and they were questioning why they are doing so much hard work. They argue that everything else in nature is able to rest and stay still, but man is tossed from one sorrow to another. Man's inner spirit tells him that tranquility and calmness offer the only joy, and yet he is fated to toil and wander his whole life. Actually, here again they are expressing their desire to have rest. Okay, and they have forgotten their about their achievement, their work, their home. They were forgot. They for they have forgotten all those things. In the third stanza, the mariners declare that everything in nature is allotted a lifespan in which to bloom and fade, and as example of their living things that die, they cite the folded leaf, which eventually turns yellow and drifts to the earth, as well as the full juiced apple, which ultimately falls to the ground. That is everything in the nature. They have some law of this. In a certain instance, they become bloom and fade away. So man, in this way, they also meet their end, death, decay. And what is the they are questioning why they are toiling so much, as they have to face death, decay. So why they are toiling so much? Okay, then in the fourth stanza, the mariners questions the purpose of life, of labor, since nothing is, uh, actually they were questioning why they are toiling, why they are working so hard. Okay, the mariners also express their desire for long rest or death. Actually, they want to have. I told you they want to have some rest, and this poem, indicates the theme of death actually. And in the fifth stanza echoes the first stanza's positive appeal to luxurious self-indulgence, and the mariners declare how sweet it is to live a life of continuous dreaming. So they were fond of dreaming, and they want to live in this island forever, because they found a life full of dream. Actually, they are feeling drowsy, and they were in a dream, and they don't want to get rid of this dream. They don't want to come out of these dreams. They paint a picture of what it might be like to do nothing all day except sleep. That is, they are only sleeping, sleeping, and sleeping. They are taking rest in this way. Okay, so dream, eat lotus, and watch the waves on the beach. Such an existence would enable them peacefully to remember all those individuals they once knew who are now either buried. Actually, they want to forget all those things. Then in the sixth stanza, the mariners reasons that their families have probably forgotten them anyway and their homes fallen apart, so they might as well stay in the land of the lotus eaters and let what is broken so remain. So here again the mariners are expressing their desire to live in this island because they thought that their family members, their wives, their sons and daughters forgotten them because they are returning after 10 years. That's why they are thinking that their families have forgotten them and they should stay here. So although they have fond memories of their wives and sons, surely by now, after 10 years of fighting in Troy, their sons have inherited their property. It will merely cause unnecessary confusion and disturbance for them to return now. Their hearts are worn out from fighting wars and navigating the seas by means of the constellations, and thus they prefer the relaxing death-like existence of you know so they want to have relaxed there. They don't want to go back home. Actually in the first stanza you find that they were so eager to go home. They wanted to go back home, but now they don't want to go home. They want to accept death, or they want to stay here forever. So this is the poem, and you have to know the what is the theme of Lotus Eaters. The theme in Tennyson's poem deal more with death and time. Actually time is themed here, and it is written on the theme of death and time. This poem focuses more on the man who ingested the lotus flower and how it affects them. The lotus causes them to become very depressed, mainly about how they will never see their families again, even though they really want to. So they were so eager to go to their home, but now they don't want to go there. So this is the main theme, and of course you have to remember this is a very nice poem and very easy. The language is very easy, and I think this summary will be very helpful for you. And in my next lecture I will try to start a new poem for you. And till then, Allah Hafiz, have a nice day. Thank you.